Hello, Mrs. Cash. Thank you very much for being a part of this interview. Can you please introduce yourself through a story?
My name is Akash, and I'm basically from India. I'm studying in Canada as international student. Um, as a kid, I always liked traveling, liked to know the world, and know different cultures. So I grew up with that mindset, and I also realized I have a lot of interest in business. So I studied business in my undergrad with economics as my minor. Then I studied business in my master's, and I ended up working for a bank in India. I worked there for 3 years, and my interest to know different cultures and my interest to know the world was still there in me. That brought me to Canada, this very cold country, and I'm studying market research here at Algonquin College, and I really enjoy it.
Okay, thank you. Can you describe a group situation, where you were the only one that disagreed with a point of view or action? How did you handle it? Like, what were the results?
Um, I don't remember any situation on top of my head as such happened recently, um, but
Imagine you are a situation like that. What would you do?
if I'm the only person who is disagreeing in the room, it really depends on situation, like what topic or why we are disagreeing. But still, if I have to answer your question with my imagination, I would really like to know what are the reasons behind the logic that other people in the room are providing and why I am different. So I would really like to dig into the story behind the reasons, and um, thoughtfully I would like to communicate very openly why I think what I think, um, and and certainly want to bring something nicely as a group. But I will definitely communicate my ideas clearly. That's the best approach to handle it, and it's on the group and to see what it is like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me when you worked the hardest?
I think I was fairly a hardworking person throughout. I did okay in my studies too, but yeah, the hardest I think I worked was when I was in a bank. It was India. We have a massive population of 1.3 billion people and
Okay.
huge amount of banks. But and because of that, the average footfall in the bank I was having was close to 5 to 700 people a day, and we were 800 executives. So every executive is typically handling close 70 to 100 people a day for solving their queries, uh, from depositing cash to a lot of other stuff. So I think that was the time I worked the hardest in my career.
Okay. Have you ever worked beyond the call of duty?
Uh, yes, actually, in one way, because a banking profession asked you to, they give us standard procedures to help customers, they give us the ways to deal with clients. Uh, but there were a lot of people who were not tech savvy or who didn't know the operation so well, who didn't understand banking terms. So we used to just go beyond those standard procedures to explain them the processes and to explain them how things are done. Sometimes helping them to fill the form, especially old people and some women who were not educated. So I think we worked beyond standard procedures and policies set by our banks at that time.
Okay. Um, if you are hired, what can you bring to the organization?
A lot of good Indian food. uh, Along with that, I will bring what I learned throughout in my life, what I learned as a kid, the conflict situation, what I learned as a kid, how to solve like, the conflicts, how to, because I grew up in a big family, I grew up with a lot of siblings and peers. So I'll bring that group dynamic I've learned so far. I will bring what I learned in my banking career, which was really important, how to deal with people, how to handle the stress of the situation. I'll bring what I'm learning in the college right now. I'll bring a lot of positive attitude. I will bring my learning spirit, and at that way, I will contribute to the organization.
Okay, that's it. Thank you, Mrs. Cash, for your time
Yeah.
and for this interview.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You can pick that up.